Imagine living in a world where prioritizing yourself isn't seen as selfish, but rather as a fundamental key to success and impact. What if the act of being selfish was reframed as an essential step toward not only achieving personal goals, but also making a positive difference in the world? In this video, we're going to explore why selfishness is misunderstood and how embracing it in the right way can lead to incredible personal and societal benefits. We'll also share 4 actionable strategies to help you harness the power of selfishness, with the final tip being a game changer that successful leaders swear by. Why is being selfish better for both you and the world? Let's begin by challenging the stigma around selfishness. 1. Selfishness is hardwired into your nature. From the moment we're born, we are inherently selfish. As infants, we cry to have our needs met. We eat when we're hungry, sleep when we're tired, and grow by exploring the world around us. These selfish acts are not just normal, they are vital to survival and development. Yet as we grow older, society begins to attach a negative connotation to selfishness, pushing us towards selflessness and making us feel guilty for focusing on ourselves. This mindset is flawed. By understanding that selfishness is a natural and necessary part of life, we can reframe it as a tool for growth. Think about it. Without taking care of yourself first, how can you possibly take care of others? Eating healthy, learning new skills, pursuing your passions, these are all selfish acts that ultimately enable you to become a stronger, more capable person who can give back in meaningful ways. Fighting against this natural drive only stunts your potential. 2. Early selflessness limits your true potential. Imagine if you gave everything you had to others right now. While this might seem noble, your impact would be limited by your current resources and abilities. Consider the following scenario. You start with 1 chicken. If you were purely selfless, you'd give away its eggs immediately to help someone in need. While this act of kindness might feed a person for a day, your contribution ends there. Now imagine a different approach. Instead of giving away the eggs, you let them hatch, raising more chickens. Over time, your farm grows and you're able to provide eggs to an entire community, not just one individual. This analogy highlights the power of delayed selflessness. By focusing on personal growth first, you create the foundation for much larger contributions later. Selflessness is admirable, but it must be timed correctly to maximize its impact. 3. Your growth directly benefits the world. Think of your personal development as cultivating a tree. Every time you focus on yourself, whether by learning a new skill, building a business, or improving your health, you're watering and fertilizing this tree. As the tree grows, it produces more branches and fruits that can be shared with others. Conversely, every time you give away too much of yourself too soon, you're cutting off a branch before it has a chance to mature. By prioritizing your growth, you ensure that your contributions to the world are sustainable and impactful. It's not about being selfish for selfishness' sake. It's about building a stronger version of yourself so that you can make a bigger difference in the long run. How to embrace selfishness the right way. Now that we've established why being selfish is beneficial, let's dive into practical steps to cultivate this mindset. These strategies will help you focus on your growth while maintaining a clear vision of your long-term goals. 1. Adopt a third-person perspective. One of the most powerful mindset shifts you can make is to view yourself as a separate entity that you are responsible for taking care of. Imagine managing your life like you would manage a character in a video game. This character's success depends entirely on your decisions, how you allocate resources, prioritize goals, and overcome challenges. By taking this out-of-body perspective, you'll find it easier to make decisions that prioritize your growth. For instance, you might be tempted to say yes to a favor that eats into your time, but if you were managing someone else's time, you'd likely make a more objective decision. This mindset not only helps you feel less guilty about prioritizing yourself, but also enables you to make choices that align with your long-term vision. 2. Delay gratification to achieve greater rewards. We live in a world that celebrates instant results, but true success often requires patience. The concept of delayed gratification, postponing immediate rewards for larger gains in the future, is a cornerstone of personal growth. Think back to the famous marshmallow experiment. where children who resisted eating a marshmallow immediately were rewarded with 2 marshmallows later. This principle applies to life. By holding off on short-term rewards, you set yourself up for greater success. For example, instead of spending your free time binge-watching TV, you could invest that time in learning a new skill or working on a side project. While the immediate payoff might seem minimal, the long-term benefits, financial independence, personal fulfillment, or career advancement, far outweigh the short-term pleasure of entertainment. Remember, focusing on yourself now doesn't mean you're abandoning your selfless nature. It simply means you're preparing to make a greater impact in the future. 3. Set clear goals and focus on your potential. Selfishness doesn't mean acting without purpose. It's about channeling your energy into intentional growth. To do this effectively, you need to set specific, measurable goals that align with your vision of success. What do you want to achieve in the next year, 5 years, or even 10 years? Write these goals down, break them into smaller steps, and commit to taking consistent action toward them. For example, if your goal is financial independence, you might decide to build a stock portfolio that generates $10,000 a month in dividends, or acquire rental properties that provide steady passive income. If you're focused on personal skills, you might aim to master a new language, create a popular YouTube channel, or learn coding. These goals may feel ambitious, but the act of defining them gives you direction and purpose. Once you have a clear roadmap, selfishness becomes a tool for staying focused. Every decision you make should align with your long-term vision, even if it means saying no to distractions or short-term pleasures. This focused approach ensures that your growth compounds over time, allowing you to achieve more than you ever thought possible. 4. Learn the art of saying no. Time is one of your most valuable resources, yet it's often the first thing we give away. Whether it's agreeing to help a friend, attending a meeting that doesn't benefit you, or taking on tasks that don't align with your goals. Saying yes too often can drain your energy and derail your progress. To truly embrace selfishness, you must develop the habit of saying no. This doesn't mean being rude or dismissive. It means being selective about where you invest your time and energy. For example, if someone asks you to participate in a project that doesn't align with your goals, you can politely decline by explaining that you're focusing on other priorities. Remember, every yes you give takes away from the time you have to invest in yourself. Successful people understand this principle deeply. Warren Buffett once said, "The difference between successful people and very successful people is that very successful people say no to almost everything." By learning to prioritize your own needs, you'll create the space needed to grow and thrive. The bigger picture, how selfishness benefits everyone. Now that we've covered the mindset and strategies for embracing selfishness, let's step back and look at the broader impact. While focusing on yourself might seem self-centered in the short term, the long-term benefits extend far beyond your personal success. Imagine a world where everyone prioritized their growth. People would be healthier, more skilled, and better equipped to contribute to society. Instead of relying on others to fill gaps, they would have the resources and abilities to solve problems independently. By becoming the best version of yourself, you're not only improving your life, but also creating a ripple effect that benefits your family, friends, and community. For example, a successful entrepreneur who focuses on building a thriving business can create jobs, support charitable causes, and mentor others. A teacher who invests time in professional development can inspire and educate future generations. A parent who prioritizes their well-being can provide a stable and nurturing environment for their children. Selfishness, when approached with intention and balance, is a powerful force for good. It allows you to grow your capacity to give and make a meaningful impact on the world. Advanced tips to embrace selfishness. Let's explore additional strategies to take your selfishness to the next level. 5. Reframe guilt as growth. If you feel guilty about prioritizing yourself, remind yourself that growth requires investment. Just as a seed needs water, sunlight, and time to grow into a tree, you need to nurture yourself to reach your full potential. Guilt often comes from societal expectations, but by reframing selfishness as an essential step toward contribution, you can let go of this negativity. 6. Track your progress. One of the best ways to stay motivated is to track your growth. Whether it's keeping a journal, using productivity apps, or setting weekly goals, measuring your progress reinforces the benefits of focusing on yourself. Celebrate your achievements, no matter how small, and use them as fuel to keep going. 7. Surround yourself with supportive people. Your environment plays a significant role in your success. Surround yourself with individuals who understand and support your goals. Whether it's friends, mentors, or online communities, having a network of like-minded people can help you stay focused and motivated. 8. Embrace balance. While selfishness is essential, balance is key. Take time to enjoy the journey, build meaningful relationships, and contribute when you're able. The goal isn't to abandon selflessness, but to integrate it into a sustainable approach that prioritizes your growth while leaving room for giving back. The final secret: how leaders use selfishness for success. Here's the secret tip that successful leaders like Jeff Bezos, Steve Jobs, and Elon Musk swear by: strategic selfishness. This means being extremely intentional about where you direct your time, energy, and resources. Instead of spreading themselves thin, they focus on high-impact activities that align with their vision. For example, Jeff Bezos famously said, "Focusing isn't just about saying yes, it's about saying no to other ideas even if they are tempting." This mindset allows leaders to build billion-dollar companies while still having time for their personal goals. You can apply this principle to your own life by identifying your high-impact zones, the areas where your effort will yield the greatest results. Whether it's mastering a skill, growing a business, or building relationships, focus your energy where it matters most. By embracing selfishness in a thoughtful and intentional way, you can unlock your full potential and create a life that not only fulfills your dreams, but also makes a lasting impact on the world. Ready to start your journey? Let's get to work.